but Jordan Levine has done such a fantastic job in year 2 with this program, and it started with his days at Mercy. Took them to the national championship game at the Division II level, rebuilt last year in the portal, and now has a team that can really do some damage. And as for Manhattan, Doug Sage, a phenomenal season, just thrown into the fire after John O'Dearna went north to Syracuse, and he has answered the bell. They have faced a ton of adversity all year. Should be a fun one tonight.
And talk about the turnover for Manhattan from a coaching standpoint as we're underway with the LIU Sharks taking the opening faceoff, but it's Drew Kelleher and a big hit. And let's see where possession's going after this. It's going to stay with LIU off the faceoff, but Drew Kelleher was with this program.
Delco had a clean strip on the draw, but it was called a loose ball push, which doesn't really make too much sense because LIU had the ball. If anything, it should have been a 30-second penalty if you're going to call it there. But nonetheless, the Sharks strike first, but they take a violation on the faceoff.
Shaun Hill.
Understanding the help wasn't coming. Able to be patient, keep the ball on his stick, and outweight Hapward. And an excellent start offensively for LIU in this one.
And Shaun Hill wins the faceoff.
But that's one of those, like, it's so uncharacteristic of Manhattan, because that's what we've come to know with this Jasper. Right around him, load a high shelf piece to get the Jaspers on the board. He has been a big part of what Manhattan's been able to do offensively, especially in the second half of this season.
And the Jaspers, off a violation, take the faceoff.
Shelf, really nice start for Sean Bowl. That's one of those on the other end. I really would have liked to see Hunter Newman try to take that to the house. That's a scenario where he's looking to get the ball out of his stick quickly, and I am the all-time great closers, obviously, but one of the all-time great dudes. I actually, believe it or not, got to see him in person get his Presidential Medal of Freedom Award at the White House. Me and my pops got to be there and got a picture with him, got to tell him, as Orioles fans, diehard Orioles fans, how much pain he's caused us growing up, but he had a good laugh about it. Just an awesome dude, and one of the greats to ever do it in the sport of baseball.
That's something else.
Angle. Instead, he cuts to the front of the cage to open up the angle. Perfect execution by Kelly Dupree, and just what the Jaspers needed with the shot clock winding down.
Especially with the lack of offense so far, to get one, that might just be a difference maker. And Hogan wins the faceoff and gets it back to Michael Schaefer.
Hogan's got really quick hands. He's not one of those who's clamping down and looking to go forward. He is a quick swipe type guy, which I like for him.
It's a bit of a transitional period for LIU because they were in the NEC and will be returning to the NEC, but for this 2-year hiatus for the Northeast Conference with men's lacrosse, they are moving to the MAAC. Now a face-off won by the Sharks. And Shaun Hill will slow things down. When we talked with Coach Jordan Levine before the game, he said, he's a little
angle, and on that occasion, he did a great job of getting by Davidi, making his way to the front of the cage and stuffing one. Now they just need 6 and black to get going.
The fight for the face-off is won by Shaun Hill. He tries to go Fogo and missed just a little wide.
What a great move that was by Hill. Doing a little toe drag to create the separation and just couldn't find the cage. And Manhattan dodges a bullet here in the opening seconds of the half. And it was pretty back and forth between Hill and from 15 yards out. Brings the high cheese to give the Jaspers their first lead of the day.
He really started to produce as the season went along. He had a hat trick in the opening round.
Strength, drive yours.
5-3 Jaspers. The ensuing face-off from Basile's goal was gathered by LIU, and now they do control, or at least they thought they did. The Jaspers petitioning for possession. It's Jasper's ball.
I think LIU just released the box a little too early. Head coach
Hogan had it. Can he hang on to it? Yes, he gets it back to Hapward. He's been really good again.
He has, and you can feel the energy of this place starting to come alive. You said it, 5-ups. Connolly runs right by him, goes to the front of the cage, finishes with some harm.
And I'm not sure you can expect that the player from X who's backing up is going to catch the shot.
You're right. Honestly, it's a bad break for Manhattan, but really good awareness by Cam Connolly to get his stick up quick to make that catch and extend the possession. And the guy standing on the crease has to be top priority from a second slide. Manhattan slid to the wrong guy, and Bull's not someone you want to leave open in front of the net.
Hogan takes it, trying to work with numbers, but now slowed down. Back-to-back goals from LIU, but it's the Jaspers with Scott O'Connor who break up that run. Still fighting for that possession. Hogan, oh, it looked like he got it, now he does. He's got to keep it. Getting absolutely crushed. Gets it to Hapward.
So smart from Hogan after he got it. Didn't force it forward. And some face-off guys don't recognize that right away. This would have exploded. 3, LIU scores a couple in a row. O'Connor answered, and the Sharks with a massive goal at the end of this third quarter to cut it to 1.
And LIU will take it in the final seconds. 5. Trying to get a shot away. That one is wide from Hill.
In the first 30, the last 15 minutes were the total opposite of that. Trading blows at both ends. Both teams finding stability offensively.
And the Jaspers win the draw off a violation. It's 11 out of 17 now for James Hogan.
It's Gene.
Had a couple of big goals down the stretch versus Quinnipiac.
Scored a goal-ahead goal last week, too.
On the face-off. And he wins the face-off. And he races ahead.